Dog is the physical class and Neumann is the magical class or something.
I'm not seeing a lot of magic from this here.
It's in her eyes. Because they're literally too large to be contained by her skull.
Ah,
Like in that frog ornament, though.
yeah.
Well, in case you're wondering, I just started the stream, so...
Oh, that is some great end discussion.
You know what I like?
Or considering that I'm on the other end of the room, I have no idea how it's going to look, so...
That was pretty great.
Welcome to Frog Stream.
Yeah.
We will be discussing frogs.
And the ornaments are off.
Yep. We like frogs.
Frogs are pretty cool. They are amphibious and can drink water to their skin.
Yep. My family had frogs.
Oh, that's neat.
In an aquarium.
But then they hopped away.
No, they didn't. They got sort of fat though.
They jumped the fence.
They were very lazy frogs.
Well, that's what frogs are when they're not eating snails.
Yeah, I suppose. So hey.
Hey.
Castlevania, Lament of Innocence.
Yeah.
More like Castlevania Origins.
The gamer turned out Dracula was actually Swedish.
Yep. Spoilers though. That is literally revealed in the post-credits epilogue, Lurk. Nice work. Okay, we're not playing Castlevania Lament of Innocence today, Shining. Lurk ruined it. Different game.
That's good. Then we can move on to Curse of Darkness.
No.
That's a way better game than this.
No. If those are the choices, we're playing Lament of Innocence. God damn it. But yeah, some people might remember that way back when, in the long lost year 2013, I mentioned this game because I like the Castlevania plotline. Mainly because it is rather expensive and it has shitloads of people in it and several generations of crazy bullshit that doesn't really match up. My favorite kind of storytelling. But I never got around to playing Lament of Innocence, and I've never seen anyone play it either. So I was really interested in seeing that being played sometime, and someone who has been playing a lot of Castlevania games on streams revealed that, oh hey, I have that game. And I said, well, deal with it, you're doing that game.
Oh, it's on PSN now.
Yeah,
well,
so
only in the US.
Oh hey, look there, God Hand.
God hand.
What's
Kamiga, Akamaga,
What's the title?
Akaranai.
What's the title under Castlevania?
Looks like Prince of Persia, maybe?
It seems like a yellow harrow.
Oh, it's Castle Shikigami too. Well done. Why didn't you recognize that? He played that, remember?
I thought that the guy's hair was a harrow.
I suppose that we did, in fact, forget in hell.
What's underneath God Hand?
Let's just walk down Shining's PSN game library here. Oh man, I love that game.
Which game is it?
It's, you know, katakana.
Kana.
It's that Phantasy Star collection.
Oh,
well, there you go.
you're
Ah,
playing
so
it
that's
Japanese.
why it's in katakana, since it's Fantasy Star.
Fantasy Staru Platinum.
Double. So what else do you have in here, I was about to say?
I know what the last title is. It's Gungrave, I think.
Yep.
Well, it's the second one because apparently they never bothered to release the first one.
Oh.
Blast a second anime.
Does
The
it still
Rising
make as little sense as the first one?
Hey now. Don't be like that.
It really doesn't make any sense. Though if it helps, it does have Camp Clark. He does like half of the freaking cast because, as far as I know, I think for the English audio for the game, they hardly had a budget. So they just simply had like only a handful of actors do like multiple characters.
That sounds like a marked improvement of the original.
Steve Blum is everyone.
Yeah, actually, he is also in this game. And he also does like half of the freaking cast.
It's basically a Steve Blum and Cam Clark hamming it up.
Yes.
Pretty much. And if I remember correctly, I think one character that Stephen Blum plays in the game actually has an Irish accent.
Nice.
Or at least, you know, the stereotypical Irish accent you probably hear American actors use. Which probably sounds nothing like an actual Irish accent.
Still doesn't beat fair, though. Where Steve Blum, and Steve Blum are interrogating Steve Blum while Steve Blum watches.
Okay, let's screw Lament of Innocence and play Gungrave Overdose.
That's not...
Yeah, actually it'll probably be a good idea to get started now because the problem is this game does take a while.
Yeah.
I have Ring of Red too. I have never gotten past Mission 5 because at that time I am so horrifically bored by how slow the game is, so I give up. Again.
Is that the horror game?
No, it's the mech combat game.
Oh, it's...
It's a very interesting concept, but it sort of gets kind of bullshit hard.
Is it the one where if you make a move, you see your mech just hover really slowly towards its position?
Well, it's more like every time you enter combat, there is a 1 minute long combat sequence where you need to give active orders. And in most missions you will have like 30 or 40 rounds of combat. So yeah.
Also enjoyed that those signal message while it's trying to switch resolutions.
Blip, 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 blip.
Konami.
Hey,
remember when Igarashi still had a job?
Yup. Good times.
Good times.
As monarchies weaken.
Remember when people insisted that the best 3D Castlevania game was Castlevania 64?
Simply protected their lord's domains.
Oh, that game.
However, with the reforms of the late 11th century,
I sort of read up a little bit on this game ahead of time because I was interested in what people thought about it. And I learned that apparently GameSpot had a big thing when they wrote about Castlevania, and the guy they put in charge literally said that the best 3D Castlevania game is and remains Castlevania 64. And he did not like Lament of Innocence at all. He said it was too derivative and it had no soul, unlike Castlevania 64, which has a soul and nothing else.
Yeah, you had a gun knight.
Whose learning made him an exception in a
Well, that was only in the re-release.
society.
Man, look at my thighs there.
Nice
Nice distance between your eyes.
We're the greatest Christian warriors of the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Rising the 20s.
Yeah, so what's also pretty nice is that Leon Belmont is pretty much, you know, supposed to be the good guy here, but he's essentially fighting for the church, essentially going to other countries, killing people just because, you know, they don't actually worship the same God they do.
Welcome to the Middle Ages, where everyone was a dick.
Undefeated. However, a mysterious
He has good intentions.
suddenly appears in Leon's
It's not
domain.
his fault if they won't
The
convert.
Crusades are raging
Well, I
in
suppose, I mean, Leon,
Since the church is
I'll
focusing on
probably
fighting
find that out
heathens
later on, he's
rather than
kind of a
non-Catholics,
doofus.
It has forbidden unauthorized.
Also, I'm not sure, but I think the guy that does the narration for this, I don't remember his name, but I think it might be the same guy that also voiced that one character that actually showed up at the very end of Metal Gear Solid, the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Monsters is tied to a vampire who has a
I don't know, I kind of like the guy. He has a pretty distinct voice.
Night.
It's only a shame he's hardly in anything.
Sarah, the been
I
kidnapped.
like the idea here that apparently Matthias gets up out of bed from being rapidly sick and says,
that he must renounce
by the
his
way,
title.
your betrothed has been kidnapped by a vampire.
You
Then he
think
just
that-
goes back to bed. It's like,
think that-
Matthias, how did you know? How did you learn of this?
I'm more surprised that Leon didn't notice.
Well, you know, this isn't the good old days, you know, when your betrothed was like legally obliged to live at least 20 miles away. You didn't get any ideas. If you touch each other before you're married, you literally explode from satanic power, it's
It
true.
was the good old days where you would ride up to their castle in the night and then leave before it was dawn. Because that makes it that you know you've got to keep the illusion.
Look at the size of those bats, holy shit.
Oh, they've grown big here in Sweden.
I don't think we're in Sweden yet, right now.
No.
Though the castle did in fact look very Swedish, honestly.
See, that is foreshadowing.
Yeah, might as well show this off because, I don't know, the guy that... The gameplay for this, he's... I'm sorry, but he was kind of dumb.
He's sort of a giant idiot, and I don't like him.
Because, seriously, but what is he doing there?
He is showing off the gameplay mechanics.
This demo was recorded by the giant bomb guys.
What am I supposed to do? I don't get it.
Where's the tutorial? I didn't get a tutorial. Gives tutorial.
But yeah, in any case, we might as well get started.
Oh, we're gonna play the game? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we also have to enter a name, but I might as well mention this now. There's also the whole thing in this game that, you know, you start out with only a couple of moves at your disposal. But
Yeah.
there is a specific name I can put in where I pretty much start the game with all of the fighting moves already unlocked, so... If it's okay, I could just go with that, or we could just simply go with another name.
I like that it specifically says hidden names.
Oh,
You
right,
can
it's,
cycle with R1 and R2.
Yeah.
right, it's
Does
just...
the name even appear in game?
Not really, it just simply lets you... It's more of a way to be able to tell which save is yours.
I like I like that this game, you know, I think that this game exists in a post-Devil May Cry world. If
Hey,
it's
I
literally
have a
named
name.
crazy difficulty.
I know a name shining. That's crazy.
No.
It just came to me. Out of nowhere.
It has been my lifelong handle.
Lurkcopter at crazy.com. Well, let's not.
Hashtag at crazy.
And you couldn't actually do that. So that sign would send it to Mr. Crazy instead. What a shame. How about, I don't know, Dracula.
Let's see if it fits.
I think it should.
It just about does.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's go add this in there.
Add an exclamation mark.
Dracula X.
Dracula! There you go, perfect name.
Yeah, we'll just save over this one because we'll get to that eventually anyway.
Go up and Mr. Moon.
Look at all that gold. Damn.
And hey, look at all that shine.
Let's run through the forest. Yeah, running.
What just happened?
Oh god.
I felt something strange.
Getting heavy. Oh, jeez.
Ah, he must really
What was
like you.
that visual
You
effect?
won't be able to leave
You
now.
literally broke the sound barrier.
Who's there?
Now, don't get
He
so
just got
excited.
a runner's high.
I'm just an old
Leon.
man.
That hair, though.
I just came to gawk at the man.
Oh, hey, I
crazy
know
enough
this
to
guy.
Come here.
Oh.
You don't seem like a monster.
Of course not. What is your name?
I like how his pecs are just bursting
Leon.
out of his shirt.
Yeah.
Leon.
They benched a lot back in the day.
You're not Baron Leon Belmont.
Just
Yeah,
Leon.
they put a lot of people
Belmont.
on the bench.
I have given up my
The
title.
stretchy bench.
And you, old man?
Alright.
Pardon me, Lord
Okay,
Belmont.
okay. Immersion
My name
ruined.
is Rinaldo Gandolfi.
You don't give up a
You
noble
can call
title.
me
It doesn't work
Leon,
like that.
And I will call you Rinaldo. Don't call me Lord. We're equals now.
As you wish. Now, please follow me to my cottage. I want to talk to you.
It's Gandalf.
Please follow me to my cottage that is conveniently located within the absolute terror field created by
Wait
the
here a
evil
moment.
vampire.
There's something I want to give you.
Well, there is a reason for
Ronaldo,
that,
can I
which
ask you
he'll
something?
explain
What is it?
in a bit.
Why are you
Well,
living in a
real
place
estate.
like this?
Look at all them halberds.
I have unfinished business with Walter Bernhard, the master of this forest.
Unfinished business?
Actually,
Not worth mentioning. I
were
owe him.
halberds already invented at this
well,
point?
I won't ask any
For the
more,
Crusades?
but you're not in danger.
Well,
living
depends
so
on which
close
crusade
to
it
him?
is.
It
not
seems
really
I
specific,
think-
though.
I think this
life
game is set in
extremely
1094.
boring. He enjoys
Something
playing
like
at
that, I
cat
believe.
and mouse with the
Yeah,
hunters
according
that
to the
come
wiki,
here.
I think it was 1094.
Of course, there's no way that he could
So the
lose.
halberd would be
He
a
thinks that
pretty new
my
invention in
helping
regards to
others
actually
makes the
equipping
game
troops with it,
more
but halberd-like implements have
I
existed
see.
since the time of the Romans
But what
almost.
do you mean by there being
Mainly in
no
Asia, of
way
course. We imported
he
a few
could
during the
lose?
5th and 6th century.
Vampires are loved by the night, and this forest is locked in eternal darkness. He has never
Phantom
been
Squirrel is
defeated.
asking why he should
Well,
watch
that may be
this and
so,
not play
but I must
Saints Row
go ahead
2.
and face him.
Because
Did
this is
he
a
take
one-time
someone
offer.
precious?
And
Yeah.
SR2 it will
Yes,
still be on
he
your
abducted
hard
my
drive
betrothed.
tomorrow.
How did you know that?
It's what he always does when he starts the game. You came unarmed. Your courage astonishes
He always
me.
steals a dude's girlfriend.
I do
That's
have
what
a
starts
weapon,
the game.
Just not my sword.
Fourth wall
That belongs to the
destroyed.
company, and I left it behind when I gave up my title.
Honest to a fault.
Which,
I heard
actually,
that
come to
many
think of
Leon
it,
is
hunters
that's,
have
walking
their
through
end
with this
here.
old man
If
giving
that's
it.
the case, getting weapons shouldn't be
well,
hard.
I don't know. Now that I think about it, it's
Take
kind
this
of
with
interesting
you.
how a lot of Castlevania
It'll
games
help
that
you
actually
against
start with,
monsters.
your girlfriend essentially being kidnapped. The only ones I can really think of off the top of my head are Lament of Innocence and
What
the
is this?
arcade game.
A whip made with alchemy. It's stronger than any dead man's discarded sword.
Leon is awfully cool with this old man taking him to his forest shack and giving
I'm
him a
not
whip.
familiar with that
But
word.
Draculax as well,
Not surprising.
technically.
The field experiments with
that's
the
true.
principles of God's creation of the world.
Even though
The
you
only person who
don't
truly
really
understands
think about it. I was
is
about to
Matthias.
say.
You know
I
Lord
don't really
Cromulus?
think about much of anything,
I've
to be
known
honest.
him longer than you have.
That's the
His
best way.
family has a book
You
of
know Lord
secret arts,
Kronqvist?
originally
Yeah,
handed
sure I
down
do.
orally.
Secret arts. I never knew.
Of course not. Only a handful of people in this world know about
And
I
it.
never knew.
There are some who consider alchemy to be heresy.
Why didn't my best friend
I
tell
see.
me, his fellow crusader,
Are you
about
one
his
of them?
forbidden black arts book?
No. If you are an acquaintance of Matthias, you are
I
trustworthy.
do like though that the game apparently
I
tells
will
us
Sure,
that
he has good reasons for it.
With
yes,
gratitude.
I'm sure, completely innocent reasons. But I do like the idea that Leon apparently just ran straight from wherever his castle
Put your
is
left
through
hand out.
the
My left
fields,
hand.
over the hills, into the
this?
forest, completely unarmed, so that he
Good
could
move
go
now.
beat up a vampire with his fists.
He has his white gauntlets. That thing is so fabulous, people don't even think of robbing you.
By the way, dude, this is totally not evil magic or anything. It's just, you know,
Hang
lighting
on,
effects.
Let me cast Enchant Weapon 1 on your gauntlet.
That should do it. You
Hey,
can put it down now.
are you a wizard?
What was that?
The gauntlet is enchanted
With
now.
alchemy, I invented
spell.
magic.
Some enemies' attacks release a special power.
The gauntlet is enchanted
If
now.
you block them with the
Oh, there you
gauntlet, you can gather that power.
What can I do with the gathered power?
You'll be able to use magical relics by releasing that power.
I've heard of that
Magical
mechanic somewhere
relics.
else before.
Yeah, you know,
Right. Those who excel in
parrying
magic
enemy
can use them.
attacks with
I
good
have cast the
timing to
spells
build
so that
up
you can use them as
power.
well. I have some. You
Crazy
should be able to
difficulty.
obtain them in the castle as well.
Yeah. Well,
I
it can't be
understand.
Devil May Cry because Terry just taunted.
Right now, this is all I can do for you.
Do you have a taunt button in this game?
As far as I know,
Ronaldo,
there isn't.
thank you.
Wait a minute.
Bullshit.
I forgot to tell you something. The door
I do
leading
like
to
that
his
apparently
throne
Leon
is
is
guarded by
well
5
taught in the
monsters.
ways of
So I will
whip
need to defeat
fighting.
them
Very
first.
common back in 10
That's
and
right.
94.
That's essentially the test you must pass to fight
He
him.
was raised by some Turkish Muslim.
What a bothersome.
I told you before. To him, this is a game.
I realize that, but
If you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you.
If you have troubles, just come back to my conveniently well-stocked
appreciate it.
store here in the forest. My cottage doesn't actually have a bed. If you find a bed, please bring it back. I've been sleeping on the floor for 2 years.
Quest, find Gandalf a bed.
Yeah. He has a stable though, apparently.
Or a futon.
Yeah, you can tell this is a modern game because we only get like a couple of seconds of gameplay and we already run into another cutscene.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome to your doom.
Sarah, wait for me. I'm coming to save you.
Well, I don't know what else Sarah can do, actually, honestly. I mean, she's probably, like, captured in a tower or something.
Yeah.
Usually what the damsel does, you know, just hangs around. Precious few damsels actually do anything about their situation. Interesting enough, Peach is one of them.
Well, she did things in the Paper Mario games.
Yeah. She actually tries to fix her situation somewhat.
And she gives you information that is crucial to, you know, solving the mystery.
Yeah. Good work, Peach.
Paper Peach is so much better than normal Peach. Right, we're in the castle.
Now we can whip magic power fonts.
Yeah.
Oh no, a seal formed by 5 monsters. Do you hear that? That means 5 monsters.
Let's whip all of Master Jacob's mood lighting. Wait, what was the vampire called again that we were hunting?
His name is Walter Bernhard.
Oh, Walter.
Yeah, good old Walter Bernard.
The Dark Lord Walter.
Hey now. And we start with double jumps unlocked, because back in the day Crusaders had those. That's how they scaled the walls of Jerusalem.
They're fabulous gauntlets.
Yeah. Now this would be a good time to mention this. Well, there is an item list and everything. If I actually try to use the potion, I can't.
You have to equip the potion.
No. Problem is, there's a real-time window in this game, and that's the only place where I can actually use items. And it's actually... And it's actually kind of annoying because you can only really use the real-time window with either the D-pad or the right analog stick.
Man,
So if
look
you're
at-
trying to do that in the middle of a battle, it's kind of annoying.
Look at that UI design.
Leon Belmont forgot to use his real-time window in the middle of battle.
Wait, weren't we in this room just now?
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
see,
going to be another issue in this game. They use assets a lot.
Welcome to 2003, everyone. You got the orange soapstone, and now you can leave messages.
God, just ahead.
Time to battle some skeletons.
Whoa.
You have learned a new technique.
So, how's the combat in this game, Shining?
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
Better than Castlevania 64?
Pretty much anything is better than Castlevania 64.
I know, can you be a gun knight in this game?
Okay, accept that.
Can you run around with TNT in your hands?
Can you fight biker skeletons?
Seriously,
man.
what was up
Those-
with that?
I don't know.
That was great, and that was right after the Chainsaw Man. Oh wow, an enemy that can block.
Hey, wait, you can just hold it down?
Yeah, the thing is, the way it works is... Regular attacks, you are able to recharge your MP that way as well, but then of course you need to correctly time it, but certain enemies have attacks where they glow purple for a second, and you could just simply block those normally and gather magic points.
Spear
This looks
Knights.
a bit tedious, honestly.
Well, you know, tutorials.
Okay, now you can use the lantern to set on the fire. Or whatever that is that you have.
That was a very special technique.
The spirograph technique.
So yeah,
Burning Feet Man strikes again.
that's the tutorial section of the castle done.
You feel that you were properly tutelaged?
Well, I suppose it does the job well enough.
Yeah, 3 skeletons and 1 axe armor.
It was a spear armor, actually.
It had an axe on the spear.
Yeah, then there are... If you see those blue doors, that means you... that's essentially the save room.
Oh no, Elcree missed the tutorial, now she's gonna be lost forever.
I don't understand what's going on in this game.
She missed all those plot twists. Like, remember that third Colosseum room? What happened in that room?
It was balls to the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh hey,
things
we're
got
playing
crazy.
Shadowrun now. Oh
Oh,
wait.
hey.
Yeah, this is how it pretty much works. All of the 5 monsters, they pretty much have their own special areas, so... This part of the castle is essentially just the hub.
This is the mother brain room.
Yeah, they pretty much want you to start off with this one here, since they put a map there.
You also have to beat those monks in the background.
I don't think so. But honestly, I'm just gonna go back because I don't know. I like to think I'm a little bit more hardcore than the typical first time Lament of Innocence player, so instead of going with the area that they want me to start off with, I'll go with this one instead.